And for that, I'm joined by Florence Villemino. You're going to walk us through the French papers, and we start with the focus on the country's budget deficit.
That's right, specifically how the government can cut spending to save the country's very generous but also very expensive social security system. And that's on the front page of Le Figaro today, that points out that the country's top auditor, the Cour des Comptes, is ringing the alarm bells. And Le Figaro has a list of suggestions by the Cour des Comptes for just how the government can rein in its spending. Now, one area that the government is going to have to try and save money in is, of course, the pension system, which is also very expensive. And in fact, today the government is going to present its pension reform at the cabinet meeting. And 20 Minutes interviews 3 generations from the same family about how they feel about pension reform and just what they think the government should be doing.
Well, French papers are also continuing to focus on internet support for a man charged with voluntary homicide.
That's right. This was in the town of Nice, and it was a man named Stéphane Turc. He's a jeweler, and he shot a man in the back and killed him who had just robbed him. Now, Libération takes a look at just what happened after that, because this man has become an internet sensation. He got 1.6 million people to like a fan page for him. So Libération takes a look at what it calls this online hate, and it takes a look at the closer reasons behind this internet buzz, which it calls very worrying, unprecedented, because there were some very shocking and hateful things that were said on that fan page.
Okay, well, Libération interviews a sociologist to find out more on it.
That's right. His name is Dominique Cardon. He's actually a specialist in internet behavior. And he says that, well, a lot of the reason why people were so adamant to like this page is because they were lashing out. They're fed up with the crisis, with the government. And he points out that, well, when you get so many people liking something, it's not really a homogeneous group. You have people liking it for all sorts of various reasons, whether it's political or just plain laziness, because it's quite easy to like things. And Libération, in their editorial, take a closer look at social media, and they say we really applauded social media during the things like the Arab Spring, etc. But sometimes it can lead to very dangerous situations like this one, because though comments on that fan page were saying things like, oh, he was just doing his job, etc., according to Libération, this was not self-defense, this was murder. So by liking this fan page, well, they're approving this license to kill, this license to take justice into his own hands. They're defending a criminal. And Libération also really accuses the right of trying to take advantage of the situation for political gains.
All right, well, let's move on to French politics right now, and papers are looking at really the divisions within the opposition UMP party here.
That's right, between the party leader, Jean-François Copé, and his arch-rival, François Fillon, the former prime minister. Now, they were divided over the UMP's strategy, policy with respect to the far-right National Front Party, the Front National, because last week, François Fillon made comments which seems to suggest that he wanted to take a step closer to the Front National. He since backtracked and said, no, he was very keen on fighting against the Front National, but this has really shaken up the party, led to some divisions, and in fact really annoyed a lot of people within the UMP party, including, for instance, this man, Alain Juppé, the former foreign minister. Now, Le Parisien actually wonders whether he could come out on top of all this, whether he could actually be the party candidate in 2017, because Fillon and Copé have been fighting so much. This could actually annoy people within the UMP and lead to him coming out on top.
Okay, well, let's switch gears a bit, and we're going to talk about prostitution, which is in the spotlight. Le Monde is taking a closer look at a bill that the government is looking to possibly put forward.
That's right. Now, prostitution is not illegal here in France, but a lot of activities surrounding prostitution are, including soliciting and operating a brothel. Now, the government wants to make other things a criminal offense, such as actually hiring a prostitute, so moving things over to the client side of things. And Le Monde actually interviews a bunch of clients who say that they're appalled by this government plan. They call it hypocritical, stupid, and cowardly.
Right, and real quick, French town has found a unique way to slow down traffic.
That's right. This is a really cute story in Le Parisien. This is a town called Villotran. It's actually a village. 300 people live there. Now, the local authorities there were trying to figure out how to slow down traffic. Building a speed bump was too expensive. It cost about 150,000 euros. So they decided to buy a bunch of ducks. I'm not kidding, a bunch of ducks. And there you can see those ducks by the side of the road. And they actually worked. They slowed down traffic about 95%. Now, unfortunately, a couple of these ducks were actually killed, but it was for the better of the community. And so, well, the mayor is actually very happy about those situations.
Oh man, talk about a harsh sacrifice. All right, well, if it's worked a bit, I guess that's good. Florence Villemino with a look at the French press. Thank you for that. And do stay with us. You're watching live from Paris. Coming up after the break, we'll have Focus, where we head to the Israeli-Syrian border, where some injured refugees are being granted access into Israel for treatment. We'll speak with our correspondent there.